Europe has been promoting diversity in the corporate world for years, but the European Commission says progress in getting more women into company boardrooms has been slow. Now, after a round of successful votes so far, the European Parliament has now shown its support, too, for EU rules that will ensure 40% of boardroom members are women by the year 2020. According to EU figures, men continue to outnumber women in top company positions, prompting a European Commission proposal last year to accelerate change through gender quotas. The European Parliament agrees, voting 459 to 158 in favor of rules that will force top EU-listed companies to hire women for 40% of boardroom seats by the year 2020 or face financial sanctions. Supporters of gender quotas say if it weren't for European intervention, change would simply take too much time.
Now it is time to really inspire people at the European level so we can have a single space with the implementation of the same values and principles, European values above all.
We all know that there are important economic arguments for this proposal. Making use of female talent improves companies' results.
But critics say the rules are undermining women's ability to get there on their own merit. British Member of Parliament Marina Yannakoudakis is in favor of a voluntary approach, as well as promoting initiatives that will empower more women with the skills to make it to the top.
The voluntary approach is actually increasing women on boardrooms. Where we have had quotas, and the example is Norway, we found that it's a very false picture and it does not actually increase women's participation on executive level.
But perhaps there's a middle ground. Timothy Kirkhope suggests the rules might be more effective if they're temporary.
Some very, very capable and skillful women who are moving through whatever systems exist at the moment to very successful positions at the top of industry, at the top of politics and so on. But I do believe that there are certain sectors where, because of the circumstances, because of the rules, because of the history, there are not enough women actually represented at the highest level. And I think in those cases, I'm all in favor of taking some form of action, even if it's one-off action, in order to make that balance rather better.
To avoid the so-called golden skirts effect, MEPs say that a female candidate for a top role will only take precedent if all candidates are equally qualified, thus increasing transparency in the recruitment process. There is an overwhelming majority in Europe in favor of gender quotas, no less because the law already exists in some member states. But countries like the United Kingdom, who are against setting an EU-wide standard, are set to block the proposal, and we may end up seeing the law watered down. Sandra Gottman for JN1 at the European Parliament in Strasbourg.